And welcome back. Well, we're now at a stage in the development of our model wing whereby we need to start making some decisions. Just how far do we take the modelling as far as creating rivets, nuts and bolts is concerned? For every rivet that we create, it's additional poly counts. However, you'll notice that the wing has some green lines going round it. Well, what I've done, if we have a look over here, is to our modifier stack I've applied an unwrap UVW, and with this I actually created a JPEG map, and working with Photoshop I actually overlaid this image down below onto the UV map that we created, and then I applied it to the material editor, and I applied it as a bump map. And there we can see wing map 2. At the moment it is ticked, but it's set to 0. Let me just increase that to about 20%. Now there we go. Okay, I had Crackin CGI in there as well, but that there is this image down here, and it looks as though we've actually modelled this into the wing. Now we are going to cover the process involved in creating UV maps, but that will be a little bit later down the line. Yeah, this is a demonstration. With this UV map, it took me about 10 minutes to create and apply it. Now that's a bump map. I also created another map, the diffuse color map, the diffuse color, and I applied this map wing. Now it's set to 0 at the moment. Let's push that up to 100, and there we go. Now we've got the camouflage and the swastika image on there, along with our bump map. It's starting to give it a realistic look. Well, maybe not with these colours, but okay. So as you can see, we really do have to decide where we want to have these rivets and bolts, etc. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at now. Right, well, I think the best thing is to get cracking. Well, I've removed the maps from the material editor and the wing. Okay, I've got a couple of photographs down here I want to have a look at. Now, not all aeroplanes consist of rivets. There are quite a few screws, nuts and bolts. This part here is the wing section, and it's the aileron, and this here actually is a counterweight for the aileron. But as we can see, in this section of the wing it's actually got screws in there, and then in other parts there are rivets. Let's have a look at this one here. There is this section at the top of the wing there. Now for servicing they actually remove this, so it's not riveted on, it is bolted on. So that's the part that I want to create now. Just looking at it, as you can see, there's a section in there that we can create as well. It always comes down to just how much detail you want to include in your models. Okay, we'll get cracking with that part there. Close those down. Let's pop in here. F4 on there. Now what I want to do first of all is pop down to our polygons and I'm going to select that polygon there, press Control, select that polygon, see if you can do a shift on this. Yeah, is it there like that? Not with that one though. Let's do an undo on that. Control. Will it do a shift now? Nope. Oh well. Select. Move this round a little bit. Still pressing Control. Zoom around there. Just to about there. What I don't want is these, so I'm going to press Alt. Still on that section. Get rid of those. Rotate around a little bit. Alt again. Deselect them. And those. That. Pull around. Now then. Deselect those there. Now that we've got those selected, what I want to do is a bit of an extrude. Let's go extrude. Certainly not by that amount, so let's zero that out. We want to make sure it's by local normals. Move this up here, zoom in a little bit. Let's have a look. All we're doing is creating the edge that represents the strip that runs around. Yep, we'll say OK on that one. Come up to root on there. Pop into our left viewport and into our create panel. Cylinder. I'm just going to create that cylinder there. Let's bring this down to 6 height segments, down to 1 cap segments. I'll give that 2. Now I've created that, go into perspective viewport so I can see it a little bit better. That's okay. Now you'll notice it's quite big at this moment in time. Don't worry about that. Let's convert it to an editable poly. Pop into the root. We'll select edge. Ignore back facing. Select that one, press Control, in fact Shift, so it loops them all. Press Control, select that one, select this one up here by pressing Shift, goes all the way around, and we're going to chamfer it down. So down to Settings, chamfer, that's okay, happy with that part. Click on that, and we'll call this Bolt 1 0 1. Give it our normal. Well, actually, we'll give this a bluish colour for the time being. Say OK. Having selected that, let's pop into our object paint. Double click. Thank you. I'm going to select this as our object. Bolt 01 there. And as we can see, it's also in there. Now, let's zoom out. Deselect that. Now I want to come up to root here, select our wing, into edge, we'll just select that one there, press shift. Now of course I don't need all of these, so let's zoom out. I'll see what I want and what I don't want. Press Alt. I don't need them from there, so deselect those. Rotate around a little bit. Still pressing Alt. Deselect them. Them. Rotate around a bit more. There we go. I don't need them there. Or those. Or these two here. There we are. So we have our bolt. Paint on. Selected object. And let's go fill. And as we can see, they are that size, so what we need to do is reduce those down to about that size. It's looking good. How many do we need? Well, we've got it set to 10. Let's take that up a little bit more. That's looking good. We're about the size. Bring that down a bit. Got it 11, 10. I'd say about that amount. Let's have a look around. It's not looking too bad. Now what's happened round there? Something doesn't look right there. Okay, not to worry. Right, I'm going to select OK on that, so click the tick, and we've got the bolts. And let's just pop up to the root on this. I want to pop in and have a look, see what happened here. Let's select one of them. There we go. What is that there? Bring that out. That looks a bit unusual. Well, I have to figure out what happened there. But not to worry. Let's delete it. Mindful of the time, we'll continue this in the next session. Okay, I'll catch you then.